Hi guys, so hopefully the audio is better on this video. So this is fourth week of April, testing US 30 230 open strategy, which I can't really call it that anymore because the way I've been trading it recently is actually waiting for session sweeps. So I'm just going to continue trading it like that, and hopefully, you guys can pick it up and obviously ask any questions you may have. So we are on Monday. We are going to put sessions on. So we've got a London low, London high, and this is essentially mid-range. Some people may want to trade it from here if it sells, but there's you might as well wait for the session sweep. There's nowhere really to catch a buy from unless it's here, to be honest. So those are my two areas that I want to see swept. So if we're going to go for a sell, got templates now. Sell, we're going to be looking at somewhere like that, and then a buy, something like that. But to be honest, I got a feeling this is going to sweep up anyway, so we'll just leave that there. So we get our surges liquidity, or surge of volume, sorry, at 230. Well, I think that's 229 actually. Um, Pushing up, it's taken that high. So if you'd have entered there, probably may or may not get swept out. No. So this one ties in by the looks of it more with the old strategy. Holy shit. Yeah, so I said the old strategy, the other way I was doing it. I probably still would have want that high swept, but I'd have been looking to get in probably around that area anyway. If I was being real keen, obviously what I would have been doing if this was live, that would have pushed up bang on 230. Obviously would have pulled back in 230. As soon as that candle was starting to go red, I would have got in there. So I still would have been in this trade, doing it the old way, but doing my limit trades. Um, so setting up a pending order basically, I'd have missed that. But what a trade that was. Um, I mean, you could potentially look for buys out of there, but I think that ship sailed, to be honest. I mean, what does this do? It disappears anyway. So you could have had a buy up there as well. But like because we've missed that one, but I don't think I would have bothered personally if I'd missed that and um seen that amount of some words volume pushing down, I probably wouldn't have bothered. But yeah, so that's unfortunately a missed trade. So I will pause this. It lets me. Right, so this is Tuesday. Now this is interesting because this is a little bit different setup. Obviously, London just consolidated and did absolutely nothing. Um, and to be honest, it looks like we're in an uptrend now, or at least for today. So I don't know if I'll trade this. Obviously, can't neglect that. London low. And then we've got this high up here. I mean, this looks like it's going to be a risky trade, but we can see because it might sweep this and then at least retrace a bit. You might get a trade. So we'll put this here for the just for the recording basically. Let's just see what we can do. Um, oh, hang on a minute, we're on 2 o'clock, we're miles away. Let's get to 2:30. Right, so this is a bit iffy now. Um, One thing I have been doing, and it actually did work in my favor, is setting the limit trades up before 2 o'clock, not expecting them to be hit. Oh, sorry, before 2:30, so like past two. Obviously, here in this area, we're bloody close anyway. Um, I mean, I don't know what price does after this. I haven't seen it. I don't remember trading it. Um, it may continue up, so we'll just play it forward. Oh, yeah, so gone. So yeah, so the danger of setting these limit trades, if you're not watching them or checking on them every few minutes, I mean, if you looked at 2:15, you'd see price so close to this high, you just probably would just wait. But if say 2:15 is here and like well in this sort of area, it's far enough away to comfortably put a limit trade up and trade from it. Because obviously that being 2:15 there, it's like a little candle and you're tapped in. Obviously the volume kicks in at 2:30 over here, which admittedly we'd have been tapped in. You'd have got what one just over 1 to 2, 1 to 2.7. Um, I mean, I'd probably be at break even at that point anyway. After that big push down, I probably would be break even. I mean, that's basically filled an imbalance and then shot straight back up. So that was risky anyway, like I said in the beginning, because it looks like it's going up. And to be honest, you could have marked this up before and gone, oh, I think it's going to tap in and then buy from it, but it could tap in any number of these lows, or I'm sure there's a bunch of order blocks here. So that would have been a very risky buy. So it would have been safer, to be fair, not to even trade this. Definitely wouldn't have put a limit on it. And because 2:30 was already there, I wouldn't have even market X'd it. So Tuesday, non-trader. Right, what was this? Right, so it's Wednesday, and again, we've got the same problem here, really. Price is already taken London high. Let's get rid of that. So we'll mark the low, mark the high. Already been swept. So really, it's not a lot we can do on this one. Where are we? 2:15. I mean, we can go in for a buy potentially, but I can't see this going anywhere. Um, there's nothing here that I'd be looking to trade unless it does come down for that. Nah, it's gone. Look, not a chance. Plenty of volume. I mean, there's nothing that's tapped into that I'm happy with. So currently, we are no trading. Well, I don't know if any of you guys have noticed as well, or if any of you have used FX Replay. Obviously, this is Trading View. I'm on. If I put this on the 15 minute, so here's a 15-minute candle. Now down here at the bottom, you've got replay interval. I don't know how new this is. I've never seen it before in my life until this video, but it'll play that candle, the 15-minute candle, 1 minute intervals. So replay speed 1 times. So that's literally moving. That's new to me. I don't know if any of you guys knew that. Um, but yeah, that's cool. Right, so we're now on Thursday. Um, I do remember trading this week actually. Also, I remember not trading this week because there was literally no setups. So I think this is going to be a pretty boring video for you guys, but you still get a bit of analysis. Uh, so looking for the sweep of the high there, ideally. Maybe at 2:15. So this is not too far away. Oh, look at that. just missed it again. I was twice in this week. Just missed by what? To get a sensible tap in, but still 10 pips. Still 10 pips away. So that's quite big. But yeah, that's crazy. A hell of a drop. I mean, that's again for me, that's not really tapped into anything. Where is 230? Well, that is 230. So that's not even given us like, you know, with 230 usually you push up and then reject and then I'd enter very quickly after. This has just literally gone straight down. It's not swept anything. And I'd be looking for that high to be swept. So I'd be well and truly never would have been in that trade. That's unfortunate. I don't think it's going to come down that low. I mean, these aren't really significant. That's what I would have wanted it to sweep to buy. I mean, you could have been ballsy. Potentially looked at this once you had these candles forming. Could have potentially looked at a buy here, but it's just risk for me. I've just given up with the risky trades now. There's enough of these setups to go around to wait for a good trade. So hopefully Friday's going to be a good day. Right, so Friday, last day of the week. Let's hope for a bit of luck because we've had two trades that could have been amazing, that have just missed the entries, and a couple of non-traders. So let's have a look. We have got London High, London Low. We are on 1 minute time frame now. I might call past, so see which way we're going to go. So there's the 230 little sweep, swept nothing really, nothing of interest. Let's hope that it comes down here. Let's get ready. Okay, so my template's disappeared. It's annoying. So looking at 1 to 4 here, and I can't remember if I traded this or not. If it even taps in. Boom, there you go. There's your 1 to 4. So 4% up this week. I think I do remember trading this, to be fair. So that's a lovely setup. That is lovely. Perfect little low there. Perfect tap in. Perfect rejection. Nice big push straight off. You know, that's basically 2/3 of the trade in one candle there. So yeah, I mean, let's see where this goes just out of interest. Boom, got even perfect exit. There we go. Well, yeah, bit of a shit week, but you can see how these session sweeps are pretty good. You know, they get, admittedly, we've had two that have got close but not quite in. But obviously, I've had a lot. I mean, I'm recording this in May. The last week, I've had 4 in a row, 4 days, maybe 5 days in a row, where I've had session sweeps like this, and they've TP'd every single one. So that's why I'm looking into this a bit more for just a safer bet. I'd rather miss the trade because it's swept here rather than down here than try and get in and then it's still sweep later. The worst thing is having to stop lossing and then feeling like you've got to get in to get your profit back. So yeah, anyway, hope you enjoyed that one. Any questions, let me know and I'll get on to recording the next video. Cheers guys.